668.
You get a sense of exactly how big this just enormous orbiting complex is when you think of being down here on the ground and looking at something that's more than 2 miles away, and you see exactly how big it is there in the viewfinder for the crew. Those solar panels are just absolutely huge. They're 357 feet across, and they are 240 feet from tip to tip.
A degree.
The spacecraft weighs about 1 million pounds.
Copy.
And coming up for Expedition 35 and 36, they will have more than 200 experiments taking place on board, with more than 400 scientists on the ground participating with them. So this expedition for all 6 of these crew members promises to be extremely busy and very productive, both in terms of operations and science. Now just 2.5 kilometers between these 2 spacecraft.
58 meters.
That's about 1.5 miles.
6.62 meters per second range rate.
A
range 485 meters. Velocity 1.45. Depot are working at charge supply.
The Soyuz 34 continuing to close in on the International Space Station, parts of the Russian segment and the truss of the International Space Station very clearly coming into view now.
The maneuver is in web. A roll maneuver. Watching the antenna. Looking at the DC. So we're going to finish the fly around and be ready for final approach. Copy. So please get ready. We're about to finish the fly around.
The visiting vehicle officer here inside Mission Control has confirmed that the Soyuz has begun station keeping. This is the sort of final stop before the Soyuz begins final approach to the station, which should be in a little less than 4 minutes from now. There's a look at the Soyuz 34 from the space station's cameras as it continues to close in. These 2 vehicles are traveling high above the South Pacific Ocean, currently just to the west of South America.
Будет готов. Есть включение депо, дальность 120 метров.
Depot is on.
0.72.
Range 120 meters, 0.72. Range rate
120 meters between the 2 vehicles now.
Дальность 110 метров, скорость 0.6.
110 meters, range rate 0.6. Do you see the VMK on the docking node? Sure, we do.
47 метров, скорость 0.22.
47 meters, 0.22. Range rate.
Защелки выдвинуты, крюки открыты.
The hooks are open.
Люк закрыт.
The latches are on. The hatches are closed.
Готово.
Принято.
Дальность 42 метров, скорость
42 meters, 0.16. Range rate 40 meters. Copy.
Следующая АОВК. Да, ждем АОВК.
АОВК.
Она вот здесь, посерединочке.
Right here in the middle.
The International Space Station and the Soyuz 34 as it continues to close in, everything looking good. Both vehicles currently in the dark, high above the South Pacific Ocean, about to head toward the northeast, approaching the western edge of South America.
Да, транспарант АОВК горит.
Cross arrows together, the indicator OVK is on. Copy.
Что-то у нас как-то вот с креном здесь какая-то беда.
I don't understand this thing with this bed overall here.
Да нет, нормально вроде.
No, I think it's normal. It's good.
22 метра, скорость 0,13 на сближение.
22 meters, 0.13. Copy.
Не, Паш, все нормально, пока не трогай.
Не-не,
Сейчас ты помотаешь на этой базе.
у меня... Да.
Я понимаю, что с этим автоматом надо иметь железные нервы, конечно.
I understand that you need to stay really calm and cool working with this machine.
Он выправляется.
No, it's okay. It's straightened out.
Управляется. После базы АЭР всегда у нас такое было.
It used to be like this with the IR base.
Так, дальность 12 метров, скорость 0,12.
12 meters, 0.12.
Размер мишени 1,5 клетки.
The target occupies 1.5 cell. Copy.
Так, раз согласование у нас. По тангажу почти градус. Вот пошел вверх. Так, хорошо.
Bias, I'll report later.
Есть. Мишень подходит к центру ВСК.
The target is the center of VSK.
Дальность 7 метров, скорость 0,11.
7 meters, range rate 0.11.
Дальность 4, скорость 0,13. Подросла.
Just a few meters now in between the Soyuz and the International Space Station, standing by for contact and capture.
Copy.
Мишень в центре, кресты собраны.
The tag is the center.
Дальность метр.
In place. Copy.
Ожидаем касания.
Waiting for the
Есть сетка.
touch for the capture.
Ну что, друзья, вас поздравляю.
So congratulations.
Contact and capture confirmed at 9:28 p.m. Central Time, 10:28 p.m. Eastern Time. The two vehicles flying high above the Pacific Ocean, just to the west of Peru. Once again, Chris Cassidy, Alexander Mazurkin, and Pavel Vinogradov have arrived at the International Space Station after close to 6 hours from launch to docking.
So this is our final destination.